feel like a slice of butter melting on top of a big old pile of flapjacks.
Play the victim and you will be the victim.
Very good, Frank. Very impressive. Ultimate punch!
What's up? What's
Oh! You hit the soft part of my belly.
You just got killed by a Daewoo Lanos, motherfucker! How you like me now, huh? You are, because if the girl said no, then the answer obviously is no.
No.
But the thing is she's not gonna say no. She would never say no because of the implication.
Ask yourself, why has he got his hat pulled down like that? He's fuck ugly.
Wretches instead. Oh,
Yeah. Wow. I don't like this.
Power of Christ compels you!
Oh, does it? Does it compel me?
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty.
I offer you a nice egg in this trying time? Yeah, he's got an egg, you might...
Hello? Check? Okay, cool. We're good. I don't know why that intro was so laggy for me. I don't know what's going on. It's what, Wednesday? I skipped streaming yesterday. So I decided I'd do it today. I'm getting sick. I got a sore throat and a cough and all kinds of stuff. It's because the weather keeps fucking changing. It was like 85 degrees and now it's like 30 degrees outside. It's freaking bullshit. Why is the truth? Good to see you. I'm just gonna be sitting here talking, painting my nails, talking about the new merch that I put up to counteract a lot of the bullshit happening in this space, in the world in general. But I'll get there. I need to at least get one layer of my nails done. I can go to work, they're all painted and good, and then you start moving boxes and shit, and you start chipping your nails. It's not fun. It's not fun. I don't like it. I do not like it. Also, I'm waiting to get paid. Yeah, I'm still sick. Sick of all the bullshit, Ronnie. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. I am sick of all the bullshit. But you know, I'm a fighter. I'm a lover and a fighter. I'm both. I can do both. Why not both, you know? But like when I cough, I'm like tasting mucus in the back of my throat, which means that I'm getting my famous sinus infections. I fucking love them so much. That, in case you can't tell, I'm joking. I don't love them. I hate sinus infections. I think they are the bane of my existence. Like, see, I have anxiety, so if my nails are chipped, I just start to peel that shit off. So we Shiny plays games. Hello, how are you? So in case you weren't aware of the quote unquote drama. Well, we're just gonna ban you because there's no him here, so we're just gonna get rid of that. It's me. I'm a lady. So vitamin C. I had a whole jug of mango / apple juice yesterday. I drank the whole thing. I was like, this has vitamin. I think it does. Mangoes have vitamin C, right? It didn't help. It just made me crash out on the sugar. I have sinus issues as well. I know they're the fucking worst. It's like you feel the drainage, the cough, your throat hurts. It's not fun. But yeah, I just got off of work, so I figured I'm gonna jump on. I'm gonna paint my nails, get that fixed. Should be done drying by the time I'm done with the stream, and then we are going to. I mean, right now we'll bring it up actually right now just so we can talk about it. Share screen. Oh, where is it? Okay, here we go. Share screen 1. Allow. There we go. There we freaking go. Okay, so we got new merch for the channel. Because some genius decided that an insult was to call certain group of people like me, Tats and Toys, Jenna, and a few other people the quote unquote woke Toy Avengers, and that's fucking brilliant. Because you know what? I mean, you don't really need the woke in there because the Avengers are woke to begin with. They've always been woke. Marvel's always been woke. So like it's kind of a redundant statement to be like the woke Toy Avengers, but you know, the thing is they thought they were doing something smart, doing something to make fun of people, and it's like, no, that's a fucking badge of honor right there. You're calling us the Avengers, you're admitting to being the fucking bad guys there. So smooth move, Captain Groove. What's going on, Dan? How are you? So I put up new merch, and the cool thing about this new merch is that, and I'm gonna add more. I'm gonna add like mugs. Hopefully, get a print of the poster that I made. 50% of the proceeds, and Dan already bought a shirt because he's a real one. 50% of the proceeds, because I don't make much money. It says it's $30, but when Fourth Wall gets their cut, it's like $12 from a $30 shirt. So half of that money, so $6 and some change when I sell a shirt or something, is going to go to the Trevor Project. And if you're unaware of what the Trevor Project is, it is an organization that helps with LGBTQ plus youth unaliving stuff. Like they want to help prevention and all that stuff, and help with bills and psychiatry and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's a really good cause. I think it's a good way to counteract these chud lovers, these fucking maggots and all that stuff, and do some good while selling some pretty freaking cool merch, in my opinion. Like this one is pretty plain, but it gets the point across. Woke Toy Avengers. I think that that's a pretty solid design. And now the other thing I was thinking about doing was putting like a rainbow behind it, just to like make it gayer. But you know, I think this is a nice clean logo. You spend $30, you get a fucking really solid, really nice material t-shirt, and half of that cost, well, not $30. I wish it was straight up $30 in my pocket to split it 15 down the middle. And I would honestly, I may just give all the proceeds from those shirts to the Trevor Project. I'm still thinking about it just because it's so little. Or what I may do is end up rounding up. So when it's $6, I'll round it up to $10. And that may be what I end up doing. But you know, if someone buys one of these shirts, it's going towards a good cause. It's not just, oh look, I'm gonna sell merch, and no, it's gonna help people. And I just, what I'm gonna do is, I sell a few at the end of the month. Well, regardless of whether I sell a few, because I already sold one. So that money is already going, and I'll round it up to $10. That money is already going to the Trevor Project on the 1st when it gets sent to me. And and if you want one of these cool shirts, feel free. They come in small, medium, large, XL, 2XL, 3XL. So you get all the cool sizes. That's dope. Thank you. I thought it was a good idea. I am congested as all hell. I got a sore throat. I got cramps. You know, it's not fun. I show Kingsley what's going on. How are you today? I was trying to see, because you said you were on Twitch when you looked at my little chud impersonation, but I didn't see that. But yeah, it's fine. Listen, and I'm not here to like. Okay, at this point, I am here to bully Chad because that guy deserves to be bullied. But like, it's not my intention. It's not my purpose in life to freaking bully people. But when you are a horrible person, when you Crimson Cobra Commander, good to see you. When you say you support ICE, when you misgender trans people, when you say TDS, y'all have TDS and I'm right and I'm wrong, I'm right and y'all are wrong, and I'm super based, and you think that you can get away with being a racist, a homophobe, a transphobe, etc., someone's got to put you in your place, and that is where the quote unquote woke Toy Avengers come in, right? Because we've been nonstop. we've been nonstop uh bullying this dude, and he deserves it. And the funny thing is, he thinks he's not canceled, but the thing is, you're already canceled, Chad. Um, if your three POA buddies are saying you're a liability to come on the stream, you're fucking canceled. I don't know what reality you live in, what you think being canceled means, but when you're losing opportunities because of your words and actions, you're fucking canceled, bro. So, you know, got a new PC, a Dell Alienware. Hell yeah. Maybe I should claim an Avenger. Well, Ronnie, the only thing you got to do is make fun of Chad, and you're pretty much a woke Avenger. Yeah, it's called accountability. It's not really called bullying. It's called fucking accountability, you know? And this guy thinks that, oh man, do I wanna bring up his Facebook page? Because I don't want to give him the attention. But it's so funny. It's so funny the shit that he's saying. Before we do that, we'll look at the rest of this merch. There is a cheaper option if you want to support the cause, the Trevor Project. I have a sticker sheet. It is $6. So I think I get like $2, so like $1. So I'll round it up to 2. We'll go to the Trevor Project. It's cheap, easy way to support. You get a cool Scarlet Bitch sticker. Like that's my superhero. My woke Avengers name is the Scarlet Bitch. You get the woke Avengers sticker down there. Oh, we can do it this way, right? You get that, and then you get the poster that I worked very hard on. I worked so hard on this poster, y'all. It took me like fucking four hours. So we got Tats and Toys as Iron Flan. We got Jenna Say What as Gay Mora, and we got me as the Scarlet Bitch. So, and then I love the title that I came up with Infinitely Warped Chuds, like Infinity Warp, you know. Windows 11. Windows Rowdy Rowdy. Yeah, I think I use Windows 11. I think I use Windows 11. So you can buy a set of stickers. I think that's fun. Just slap a woke Toy Avengers sticker on something, back of your thing. And then this one is for the ladies. Okay, this one's for like me and other that want to support the cause. And the half of the price of this also is going. And I need to order one. I get it a little cheaper, but when I buy one, I'm going to also donate to the Trevor Project as well. Because I get a discount. But it's just me on the front, woke Toy Avengers, Scarlet Bitch, looking mighty badass. So totally running with Captain Australia. That's that, you know, we gotta have some parody in it. We can't just straight up I'm Captain America. Yeah, Captain Australia, Ronnie. I'll allow it. But you know, I'll bring up, let me go to my Instagram because I'll bring up exactly where this fucking joke came from. It's not a joke, it's real. The woke Toy Avengers are awesome. All right, let me go to my profile. Ew. Look at that guy. What's wrong with him? He's deformed. Where is it? All right. So this guy commented this on Chad's live stream. The one that was totally owning the libs and the leftists, which it wasn't. It was just Chad circle jerking himself and blue waffling so he could, you know, devour the waffle afterwards. The woke Toy Avengers, Rowdy Riles, Boog. I don't know why Boog was in there. Boog just catches strays, as someone said, for no fucking reason. And you want to know why it is? Because they're racist too. And Boog is black, obviously. So they're just like Boog. And it's like, you're calling him out because Chad ran up on him at San Diego Comic-Con with his buddies and tried to start a fight. Not because he's out here, and he may be, I don't know. I don't really follow Boog, but they're just being racist at that point. Rowdy Riles, Boog, Jenna from Fight Club, Tats and Toys, and J-Fix. And all J-Fix said was they're in a cult. So, you know, these guys are very sensitive. They're very, very, very sensitive little men. They don't understand that they're not right. They'll never be right. True Star Screamer, what's going on? I'm getting a t-shirt on payday. Hell yeah. It's a cool ass shirt. Oh, it's cold in here. My girlfriend left the window open in here. I'm fucking freezing. I don't think I'm gonna do a series of Splinter Cell Double Agent for PS2 if I'm totally being honest. I still gotta figure out how to get my fucking Jedi Survivor stream running without it crashing my computer. Totally the Hawkeye of the team. Well, you have to like parody the name so you can be Hawk Guy. You can be Hawk Guy. All you gotta do is tell Chad he sucks, and you're in. You're in. You just gotta go and say bitch or call him out, and you're in. Which you've already done that, so you're in. So I made a little fucking post to this guy. I added that eye patch because this guy kind of is the Nick Fury of the woke toy Avengers, even though he's like the bad, like he's like not a good person. It's like he made the call. He made the call to arms. We didn't have a whole faction name. We didn't have like a whole like shtick. We were just going after a piece of shit. And now this guy has formed a coalition, and everyone's gnawing at the bit to get in, as you can see. But I think if you're on the right side of history, you're already on the woke toy Avengers. It's not like you need any validation. It's just a joke. Like, yeah, you have to make fun of chat. No, you don't have to do anything. If you're on the right side of history, if you know what's happening in the world is not right, then you're on the woke toy Avengers. That's really how I see it. So this guy right here, he's a nobody. He's got 2 subscribers, no content. Thompson 85, but it's one of those people who likes to live vicariously through a creator that they enjoy, which is fine. But you picked a real bad one to jump on the bandwagon with. So see, this channel doesn't have any content. And then I put this quote. I put the eye patch on there. He's already bald and got a goatee, so he's already kind of got the Nick Fury look. I'm putting together a team. I'm calling it the Woke Toy Avengers Initiative. So I feel like I've been shit posting a lot on Instagram, getting out pent up, pent up feelings and all that stuff. And here's the movie poster in full that I made. I fucking love this thing. It's fucking. I would love to get like prints of this made, like poster prints. I think that would be cool if I could just hang this up on the wall. And then of course proceeds, if I end up selling them, would go to the Trevor Project as well. Which, let me go over to, and look at that, limited time match. So this is the charity that the proceeds will go to. It's called the Trevor Project. You deserve a welcoming, loving world, and so do the people you care about. Here you can reach out to a counselor if you're struggling, find answers, information, and get the tools you need to help someone else. So it is in place. And that this administration like straight up deleted the unaliving youth LGBT youth hotline, because the government had a specific hotline to help people with. But Trump, being a fucking fascist piece of shit, day one got rid of that. So the Trevor Project is very important, especially for people in my situation. Now, that being said, if people want to bully me and call me shit, it really doesn't affect me. It doesn't matter to me, because my birth certificate, my license, all of my legal documentation verifies who I am. So their words mean fucking nothing to me. But I don't want to look like a pushover either. So I bite back. That's just how it be. But I feel like this is a more effective way, rather than just telling them to fuck off, to actually contribute and help and try to make the world a little bit of a better place. Like, I'm not an angel. I'm not a saint. I'm guilty of anger. I'm guilty of saying some horrible shit in the past, doing some horrible shit in the past. But the main thing is that you learn from those mistakes and you try to become a better person. And like I said, 10 years of dealing with transphobia and homophobia and all this stuff has really thickened my skin. I don't give a shit what little man babies on the internet think, whether it's in a chat, whether it's on someone's live stream, whether it's in a comment. It really doesn't fucking bother me. It truly doesn't, because I know who I am. You can't change who I am just because you're a loser. As much as you would like to change who you are. And that's where a lot of this hatred and stuff comes from. It's internalized misogyny, internalized homophobia, internalized transphobia. These people are envious of people who accept and fully love themselves, who are fully complete in themselves, because they'll never get that. Why do you think someone like that just goes on the internet and rages all day? Because they're not complete. They're not a whole person. They're not mature. They're not complete. They are not reasonable, and they are not smart. And they use all that to focus their self-hatred at other people. And I don't care what they say. I don't care if they think that they're quote unquote based or if they think that there's another reason for it. It's all internalized shit. It's all stuff that you haven't dealt with in your 50 something years, 46 years, whatever, however fucking old that ugly wrinkled testicle is. You know, it doesn't matter. The fact that this guy that is the main antagonist of this whole saga, because he is the bad guy. Let's not get that twisted. And he's not only the bad guy, despite what other people think. Oh no, he just got some bad opinions. No, he's a bad person. He is a bad person. He's a bad guy, and that's all there is to it. He's not a good person. This man literally has dedicated the last 2 of his whatever 5-hour live streams to just being quote unquote based and getting mad about people protesting with dolls, getting mad about people calling him out with receipts of threatening, harassment, all this other stuff, just, you know, essentially reading him for filth that he is. Yet he's the good guy, right? Yet he's the guy that lost like at least 100 subscribers, because I remember seeing him at 12K and I was like, wow, I can't believe he's even that high with his no ass content. His one video that he loves to say, oh, I'm important, is the hiss is not a tank. It's like, bitch, nobody cares. Nobody cares, despite what you think, despite the quote unquote, I got so many Reddit forums talking about it. Nobody gives a fuck, dude. It's called a hiss tank. The people that made the shit call it a hiss tank. Therefore, it's a fucking tank. Doesn't matter what wheels it has. Doesn't matter if it doesn't have tread. Whatever. It's a fucking tank. It's literally called the hiss tank. You can cry about it. You can think that you're cool. But when Larry Hama tells you you're a fuck ass bitch and he don't want to talk to you, that should say everything about where you are in the G.I. Joe hierarchy, which is to say, you're not even at the bottom. You're like under the bottom of it. Like under the bottom. This guy likes to think that his collection makes him special, and it's like you got to realize that you're not the only person that collects G.I. Joe. Not only that, there's a lot of people who actually understand what they're collecting, which you shouldn't know. G.I. Joe is woke. I know they hate that. And Star Wars, Marvel, all that shit is fucking woke. It's always been woke. It always will be woke. The fact that there is characters of different races, sexes, religions, obviously, means that it's fucking inclusive. And inclusivity is y'all's enemy. So maybe stop collecting Joe and like collect, I don't know, is there anything for them to collect? Maybe coins, stamps. Those are like kind of bipartisan, right? Maybe collect that where you can't feel like an idiot for enjoying something that goes against your values. I don't know. I'm just kind of ranting here while I paint my nails. I'm trying to make them shiny. Sad people can't be themselves and better the world without hating someone. And you know, they can hate. I'm the perfect target for this shit. Lay it all on me because I've got counter arguments. And the other thing is I'm actually smart. I'm actually intelligent. I'm actually eloquent. Despite when I get mad, I do cuss. But I feel like if I was put in a situation where I could fucking debate, I would let this dude run his mouth. And then when he's done, like, are you finished? Okay, here's every reason why you're wrong and why you're stupid. And I would say it, not cuss, put out the fucking facts. But that doesn't matter because I would still be the quote unquote triggered lefty, which, you know, y'all ain't seen me triggered. I'm just saying, you've seen me mad, but you've never seen me triggered because I don't get upset by little losers on the internet. Oh, and don't get it twisted, Chad. You are a fucking loser. Let's just look at this. Just look at this guy. Look at this guy's fucking face. Ugh. That's about as long as I can stand that. But yeah, it's been a wild ride, y'all. It really has. But I really think that the merch is a good way to counteract it while not just talking about it, but like walking the walk while talking the talk. Because this is the Trevor Project has always been a good organization to spend if you would all support the LGBTQ community, because what is the most important aspect of any community? It is the younger people, it is the kids, it is the next generation that is coming up. So the fact that this administration is taking the rights away of children, taking away their um medical rights, the parents' rights to decide what is best for their child, leads to the necessity of something like the Trevor Project. Robert, I'll give you one guess. I'll give you one guess who we're talking about. Just one. But the woke toy Avengers, we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna try to get a live stream together with me, Jenna, and Tats at some point, so we can just fucking shoot the shit. Not even talk about any of that stuff. Just like hang out and communicate and enjoy each other's company. Because I had Tats on my open mic a couple weeks ago when the Chud was spewing his hatred, and that was cool. But I would like to have it in a non like we're all amped up and waiting for something. I just like to hang out, just prove to these people that we can actually talk about normal things and not all about how quote unquote upset we are, how quote unquote based we are. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, right? I think this dude is like 50 something. He's got to be at least 50, right? And I'm not saying we're being run by demons again. Yeah, this administration is literally demonic, which is crazy because they like to paint the other side as that. But I don't really want to get into it. But like ball, really, and here and this is the thing as well. Like so, ancient Israel, the Israelites, so they were not monotheistic, right? They were polytheistic, but there were warring factions worshiping different gods. You had El, which was the father, then you had Yahweh or Jehovah, which is God, and then you had Baal, you had Asherah, which was El's wife, and this is all in their text. This is all in their religion. Like they did not deny the fact that there were other gods. They just said you should not worship any other god. That golden calf, when the 10 Commandments, happen in the Bible, which it's not historical, it's allegory, it is myth, but it has its purpose for telling people what they should base their life off of. And the Old Testament is terrible for that because the Old Testament is fucking awful. But the Israelites were waiting for Moses, and they're like, "Oh, we're not hearing or seeing anything, so let's go back to worshiping Baal." So they made that golden calf. Moses came down, he melted it, he smashed the tablets, went back up. So the people that Jeffrey, the Epstein class worship, the God that they worship is not Jesus, it's not Jehovah, it is fucking Baal. And that is whether or not you like to believe it, the things that they do, whether or not they ascribe it to that, those are Baal activities. The whole I can't talk. I don't want to talk about what they do, but you know what I mean. Like they're literal demons. They're demons on earth, and I know they're human, but are they? Are they human? And if you support that shit, if you can literally watch the news and see what was threatened yesterday by our quote unquote commander in chief, is not the president. He couldn't run a fucking shoe store at this point because he's so senile and demented, but they just let him say his thing. And then they got to rein him in or rein in what he does. Because obviously it wasn't him that made the decision to not do what he said. It was everyone else. They're like, this isn't going well. This isn't looking good. So maybe we should wait. Maybe we should take a step back. But these guys that support that stuff, you're no better than them at this point. You still stand by this stuff. You're still, supporting ICE and deporting people who are here legally, illegally, without due process. That's the main thing. And they like to mention, oh, Obama deported more. No, he deported people with due process. And he also deported more people. So, it's despicable to have a nerd space like action figures, like comic books, and have people that support that shit in it. It's awful, and I don't want them here. And I feel like they should be chased out. I feel like they should not have a voice. Um, I feel like they should not have a platform. And anyone that's like cool with that shit is not cool with me. That's how I feel, you know, and we're allowed to have our opinions. Whether or not some people agree with them, that's a totally different story. But I know what's right, way more than they do. You know, I stand by what I say. I'll never backtrack on my morals or anything like that because I know I know what it's like to be discriminated against. I know what it's like to be targeted. Even though I have that aspect that puts me a little bit of privilege, which is the lack of melanin in my skin, I still know what it's like. I Trans people are 1% of the population of the United States. One percentage is responsible for all the problems, right? Is that what I'm supposed to believe? Is that what people are supposed to believe? And the dumb people will believe it. The dumb people will latch on to that shit because they don't want to look inward at this administration. They ain't ready for the takedown. Well, the thing is, you know, these the I've been on this shit for the last 4 months, right? Because last September, you know who got some neck pain and I didn't feel bad about it. I'll never feel bad about it. So I said what I had to say, and then this chud guy just decided, oh, now I'm gonna start attacking someone's identity based on what they say. And like I said, I don't give a fuck if someone agrees or disagrees with me, but using someone's identity as a way to target and harass them is never okay, regardless of what you think of their opinions, how you feel. If you have a semblance of a brain, if you have any type of function going on up there, you can form a reasonable argument without going with ad hominem and attacks and name calling and shit. I'm past that at this point, you know? Gojo, good to see ya. Yahweh's lead to worship of all as different gods worship all over. You can worship Yahweh in Canaan. Yeah, and the thing about Yahweh is like he wasn't even originally from the Israelite religion. He was from the Canaanites. The Yahweh was the like the whole hierarchy was from Canaan, whatever, however you pronounce it. Like I know more about the Bible than these people. I know more about religion than these people. I've read the Bible back to back to back multiple times. Um, just whatever is on my mind. We got new merch, Gojo. And half of the, or I'm more than half because I'm gonna round it up when I get my payouts and all that stuff from the shirts. Is going to go to the Trevor Project because I'm not only gonna be talking the walk, I'm gonna be walking the walk. I'm gonna put support where I can. So if anyone wants to buy stickers or whatever, half of that, more than half of that money is going to go to a great cause in the Trevor Project. So if you'd all want a cool shirt, these shirts are so comfortable. I have a couple of my other merch shirts, and the material quality is very nice. Like it's like a high quality shirt. And I picked the high quality shirt for this as well. And I really like that label that I did. I think it's pretty swell. So that's what this stream is kind of about. It's like, you know, we can all walk the walk or talk the talk, but not all of us walk the walk. And I just wanted to help support my community by not only existing and having my voice, but by donating and helping to protect LGBT youth because they need all the protection. Just like immigrants, minorities right now, especially the LGBT youth is in danger. So the best thing that you can do is help. And you don't even have to buy the merch from me. If you want to go to the Trevor Project and donate straight up, do that. That's even better. You know, if you want to send $20, $30 to the Trevor Project, that's even better. I may even do a fundraising stream one of these days just to try to help even more and get more awareness out there, get people. Hi Richard, good to see you. I'm sorry. Good to see you. So I think that it's a great idea. I think that the woke Toy Avengers. Hey, why is the truth? You didn't have to do that. You know what? I'm gonna send $2 to the Trevor Project for that. I'm not even gonna keep that just because of the subject. So when I get that payout, there's another $2 going to the Trevor Project. But you know what? I'm gonna give you a little clip for that. Here.
That belongs in a museum. So do you.
We all know Indiana Jones is on the right side of shit. Hell yeah, Gojo. We cool as fuck. We're some of the realest people you'll ever meet. Queer people are my people, and you know, anyone who protects and stands with queer people is my people. So, you know, obviously you're my people. Anyone in here is my people. So we're all in this together. We're all in this good fight together, and it is a fight. It's gonna be a long one. I mean, based on what happened yesterday, it may not be that long because, you know, the 25th Amendment, the impeachments, all that kind of stuff could be right around the corner at this point. And I know this is a toy channel. I know, but at the same time, people that like to say, don't get political, just don't want to hear your opinion, but they'll fucking spout their opinion all day or tell you how much your opinion sucks. But don't get political, right? So, you know, I feel like it is my place in this space to call out bigots, because bigots get spigots. If you don't know what a spigot is, it's I say that because it rhymes, but I can picture just taking, like, a spigot is like a faucet, like a sink. Just taking like a metal sink and shoving it into them and just turning it on and just watching it all come out, being like, ha, that's what you get, bigot. Hell yeah. You've never seen Indiana Jones? All right, well, here's homework for you, Gojo. Watch Raiders of the Lost Ark, the best movie ever made. And then you will want to watch at least the other 3 from that, or the other 2 from that time period, Temple of Doom and The Last Crusade. It's on Disney Plus. If you have Disney Plus, I know Disney sucks, but if you have Disney Plus, you can watch Indiana Jones. So please make it homework to watch Raiders of the Lost Ark. Donald Trump and his MAGA gang need to be called out. And you know what? I'm here doing it every day. Every day. And my Instagram is a fucking cesspool right now. My of shit posts and political shit. But you know what? That's what my space. That's what is my choice to do that. You know, I try to keep the Instagram mostly sterile from, not Instagram, YouTube mostly sterile from that. But you know, it leaks into everything. Gas prices, y'all, like, you think they're gonna go down? They're not going to go down. Do you think we're ever going to be going through the Strait of Hormuz again for gasoline? No. That guy just tanked any possibility of that ever happening the second that he started launching bombs at Iran. May I add, the first one was at a little girl's school. So, but we know how they actually feel about children. So that's not a surprise. But you know, that I used that thumbnail for a reason, because I knew it would get a little real in this. And just painting my nails, having a good time talking. Absolutely, Richard. And you know, you don't have to be gay to support gay people or queer people. You don't have to be part of it, the community. We call y'all allies. And every ally is very important. Every person that shows support and shows up for queer people is important for the fight. Just like everyone that's going out and protesting. Oh my God. All right. I do want to bring this up actually, because this fucking chud, this fucking scum of the earth. It's literally what he is. There's no excuse. If you're a fucking veteran and you support this shit, you fucking completely missed the point of what you signed up for. You completely missed the point. But I'll show y'all exactly. So we're gonna have another live stream on Sunday, by the way. We're gonna do another open mic. Anytime he goes live with the fucking bullshit, we are going to go live and just essentially. I know he's got a lot more subscribers than me. Oh wow, look, he dropped another 100 subscribers. He's at 11.8K now. Oh my God. Hey Chad, I hope you see that. You went down from 12K to 11.8. You keep losing subscribers, dude. Oh my God, you suck. You fucking suck, yet you're not canceled, right? So he's got this live stream scheduled, this fucking triggered man baby stuff, loud noises, brave Dolly activists, stick it to the patriarchy. Here's his no kings paid protest, right? They're totally paid. Where's the George Soros money? Just ended and the offended showed out with their dollies. Throw on your TTBS shirts for this one because it's so stunning and brave. But remember, you don't bring a thing to this hobby, allegedly. Neither do you, bro. You lost even more subscribers. You lost another 100 subscribers, Chad, because you suck. And I've only gained subscribers. Not that that fucking matters, but you know, look at this. 11.8. I'm sure he's fucking crying. This is the guy that's been misgendering and attacking and harassing me for about 6 months. Stalking me, essentially. Stalking me. He's nobody of note. He's nobody of note. Like, he's a nobody. He literally is losing subscribers. I'm gonna clip that shit and post it on Instagram. But yeah, we're gonna click away from that page. He's literally Gojo. He's the guy that thinks that he is the end all be all of G.I. Joe collecting, when Larry Hama, who is essentially the creator of G.I. Joe, the grandfather of the lore, told him to kick rocks and not speak to him. He said, I want nothing to do with you. And Chad isn't affected by it, right? No, he's crying. He's crying because he's losing more subscribers. He's crying because 3POA won't have him on anymore. He's crying because Larry Hama hates him. He's crying because Kirk Bozinga, I don't know, Bozinga, I don't know how to say his name. He's crying because he hates him. He's crying because Operation Recall kicked him out. This guy is on the outs with everybody, yet he's based and thinks that he's not canceled, right? And yeah, that's the thing. He collects 3/4 scale figures, and all he does is talk about how shitty 1/12 figures are. So, you know, obviously his opinion. Oh, indeed, it is what he gets. He's gonna keep losing subscribers. He's gonna keep losing them. It's gonna keep going down. And you know what? That sends a message. As shitty as it is, the numbers speak. So I am giddy as fuck that he lost more subscribers. Did I get paid yet? I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so I'm fucking hungry. I have to right now we're still at the point where it's paycheck to paycheck, but we've been doing pretty good about. No, my girlfriend got a new job, and now we're gonna be good. We're gonna be living the good life. We're gonna have a good summer. She could literally pay for all the bills in a month, and I would just buy groceries essentially, and we'd be okay. I could not work, and we would be okay, but I want to work. But that's why I've been so focused and so on it, because I want to grow this platform. I want to make a safe space for everybody in the YouTube community. And you know what? I feel like it's moving towards that now based on what I just saw, 11.8K. So I do want to go get some breakfast though. So let me I'm so happy about that. Oh my God. Hold up. Add this to friends. Smash like and subscribe. All right. So I'm gonna donate $10 in your name. Why is the truth when I get that? So let me thank you very much for helping. I will, you know what? Let me write it down actually, because I have a list of what I need to donate already. So we're gonna put another $10 that I have. So right now we're about $20 that I've made for the Trevor project. I'm pretty proud of that. And I'm pretty proud of y'all. But you know, you get a clip. Why is the truth?
This is something else.
I love. So the best meme I've seen with that, it was a picture. It wasn't a video, but it was like when you leave the drive-thru and they got your order wrong, and you just like.
This is something else.
Best use of that meme, I swear to God. Thank you, Why is the Truth? You're a real one. I'll send $10, not just the 7, but I will send 10 for the Trevor project on the 1st. So thank you. Dan bought a shirt. Also, anyone that wants a cool fucking shirt, even if you're a guy, you can still buy this shirt. You can still buy the crop top. I think it's cute as shit. I think this is probably the cutest shirt that I have in my thing. And then it has me looking fucking bad as B on it. I love that. I love that. Woke Toy Avengers. What a dig. That turtle totally backfired on them. Like they thought that was clever, right? No, not clever. Silly, misguided. But thank you. We are the Woke Toy Avengers. So Trevor Project so far from what I've been doing just yesterday. And I know Dan donated 15 as well separately. So I would say we've almost raised $40 for the Trevor Project. And I think that is amazing. How do I, okay. They changed fucking Cash App. What is up with that? How do I, okay. There we go. Amazon is trying to charge me for my Colossus and Kitty. So I want to get that. I'm going to get that. I want your merch, but I don't have money. Well, like I said, if you get it, if you get some money, you don't even have to buy the merch. If you want the merch, that's fine. But if you have like 15, 20 bucks, totally donate it to the Trevor Project. That's a better, directly donating it to the Trevor Project is better than buying my merch, I will say. My nails are painted now. I fixed them. They're all covered. Well, then maybe fucking leave. We don't even need your words, bro. It's probably because your algorithm is full of trans people and you just like to not admit it. So we're going to ban you and then you can suck a fuck, right? Right? Actually, you can suck 2 fucks. How about that? How about that? So let me see. Hopefully, what the hell? Hopefully, why the hell did they change the Cash app like this? Like, what is up with that? They did a good job. Yeah, my feed is full of game and kissing. Hell yeah. Bye, you dork. No, you need to be here, sucker. Exactly. And that's like, they don't bother me. I just make fun of them and I move on because they're worthless, just like Chad, who's lost another 100 subscribers. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I am wildly enthused by the fact that I pulled up his page and he was down more subscribers. We're doing something good. Also, flex on them fools. Flex on them fools. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. I'm fucking hungry, y'all. All right, 10 more minutes. I'm going to go for 10 more minutes. Hopefully my nails will be dry by then. Go get fucking food, get breakfast and shit. And, he keeps going. He's going to keep losing them. And before you know it, it's just a fucking echo chamber with like 5 dudes all on each other, It's all it is right now anyway. It's just a bunch of people validating his racist, hateful views, which, that's fine. It was so funny when I made fun of his little soul patch thing and other people joined in. He grew that fucking 70s bush around his mouth, which doesn't look any better. I mean, anything is a step up from a soul patch, I guess, but it is not it. You should just fucking shave it all off or grow a real. I don't know if he can actually grow a beard. Maybe he's patchy. If I could show you all the pictures from before I transitioned, I had better facial hair than Chad could ever dream of. I'm just saying. None of that is on my face anymore, obviously, but get good, Chud. Get good, Chud. Listen, in another life, I would have been like a stand-up comedian, but like the mean kind that the second someone talks about me, it's like, honey, sweetheart, you're saying these things, yet look at you. And then I would just proceed to absolutely devastate their self-esteem, like I did with Chad. Because he had that soul patch for like forever. Like there's pictures of him in his 3-piece twink band with that soul patch, right? So it affected him. This is all affecting him. as much as he likes to it doesn't like to admit it, he's being affected by it. You can see it in his sub count. You can hear it in his voice. But I don't care. 3POA, I'm a liability now. Yep. Yep. We made sure that people saw your true colors, Chad. Not just me, but others. But you know, I will take credit for exposing you the first time when you started attacking me. I'll take credit for that. I really will. And I kept silent. I kept my mouth shut until he started mocking Alex Preddy and Renee Good. Then I was like, oh, okay. So I see it's the hypocritical nonsense now. So now we're going to focus in and we are going to strike. That's a great cause. I don't have much, but you bring folks so much joy. I try. I really do. Like I know I was gone for a little bit. I was trying to let it all die down and come back and just do me, but here we are. As soon as I came back, Chad had that live stream with quote unquote receipts. Now listen, a woman can say I have receipts, but a 50-something-year-old man saying I have receipts is pretty sus. All the things he does is sus. Like, you know, just constantly having cross-dressers as his super chats and calling them nightmare fuel. Oh, absolutely, Gojo. Like you know, I have funny super chats. I have shit like this, right? I have you know.
No. Wait.
Chad's is all people in drag, and then it's called nightmare fuel. Yet you actively look that up to put into your feed to constantly expose yourself and your viewers to it. Kind of sus, buddy. Sussy. Max, good to see you. Max, you're going to love this. Okay, so, all right, I'll bring his page back up, but he dropped even more subscribers. He dropped down. He was from 12K to 11.9K. Now he's down to 11.8K, Max. Oh, girl. Ooh, flex, pose, whatever. We doing something. I will show you just to prove it to you. It's Chud. As much as I hate going to his page, seeing that made me voraciously giggly. I'm just saying, like it was. Look at that. Hold on. Here we go. I'm not gonna stop. I thought I was hoping it would be over, but it's not over. So we're not gonna stop. We're just gonna keep going till this guy doesn't post anymore. 11.8K. Max. He's dropping like a fucking hot lead in the ocean, I guess. I don't know what to say about, but that's okay. He should just leave. Essentially. There's nothing wrong about it. It's just the fact that he never got out of his I'm 12 years old and I'm edgy phase. You know, that's the main thing. Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? 11.8K. I need to screenshot this. Because he was when all this started, he was at 12K. And it's gonna keep going down. So you love to fucking see it. And I feel accomplished. I feel like the pressure is working. Because even if you like kind of agree with him, but you kind of don't want to be associated with someone who like puts those views out there for people to see, you know, that fucking twat isn't worth all this. I mean, I could see it. He's in there with the you know, what's that fucking thing? The whip, you know, from the Da Vinci Code, where he's like, you know, I could totally see that. And it's and I know he's not worth it, Max, but God, does it feel good to see him fucking crying and upset? And he's trying to put on a brave face, but we all know how fucking upset he is that his fucking buddies abandoned him. They just said, no, we can't do this. I'm also disappointed at my fellow Black brothers who support talk art. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm not Evil Paul. What's going on? Good to see you. Very good to see you. I'm not speaking for 3POA or trying to make excuses for them, but since I posted all those clips, me and Tats and Toys posted all those clips of the slurs, the ableist slurs, which I accidentally said that word today in a post on Instagram when I was really mad, and I called myself out for it. But sometimes there's only one way to describe these brainwashed cultists, and it's not to belittle anyone of mental disability or anything. It is just I can't think of a more fitting word for these guys. But I felt bad and I shouldn't have done that. But they haven't been on anything. They haven't been anywhere. Like Elite Legends Talk Art fell off the face of the fucking earth. They haven't been streaming. So I would like to think that 3POA will not platform anyone like that anymore. Ethan Van Shiver, any of those people. And I don't see them calling people. I don't see fucking shill list. I don't see fucking any of that shit anymore. And I'm not saying that they're worth watching or anything, but I'm saying at least they realized what would come of that, you know. That's all. I've reported some of his stuff. It doesn't really matter. He's doing a great job tanking his own shit, you know. I'm a lifelong NYC resident, and I remember seeing a study at a time when there was a lot of gay bashing. It said 99.9% of people doing it are in the closet. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. It's all deflection and projection is what I like to say. Deflect from me, project to someone else. You like my top, by the way? It's Little Mermaid. It's Ariel. I was looking for shirts and I was like, this one's fucking cute. But oh god, that fucking sinus infection. I hate it. I don't, you know, I stopped watching. I know before they did the Firefly giveaway, I stopped watching. And you know, I went to Toy Tuber Expo and I said hi to Ryan because he came up to me and all that stuff, and we got a picture together. He was nice to me in person, but you know, I for me, most of this shit isn't personal except for with Chad, except for with Talker Art, except for with Duarte Studios. All the people that physically threaten me, it's fucking personal. The other stuff, I'm just like, if I'm calling one person out, I gotta call out all the bullshit. So platforming Talker and Elite Legends in the same stream, no less. It's like that needed to be exposed. And thank you for Max for letting me know, because you know, I'm just doing what I need to do to make myself. It's funny that he said he would quote unquote hit me in the, you know, the lower region, because that's about only as tall as that guy goes up to. He's about this tall, and he looks like, you know that story, the Billy Goat's Gruff? He looks like one of those Billy Goats, just kind of like got big ears. And I only fucking go after appearance because they physically threaten me, you know. Talker Art with his hot dog flavored skin, you know, I don't care. It's just how I am. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. I gotta go grocery shopping. I gotta go get food. I'm fucking hungry. I know, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. None of this would have happened if people had just like, this is the thing that you do if you don't like what someone's saying or you don't like their content. You hit unsubscribe, right? You just hit unsubscribe. That's what you do. If you have a couple people that feel the same way, you go tell them, hey, but to full on start attacking someone's gender identity because you disagree with what they say, you are the problem in the hobby, because none of this would be happening if that didn't happen, you know. And you hate to see it, but he's losing subscribers. And I'm just here being me, doing me. That's what I will continue to do. I will actually continue to be based, you know, because I am based. I actually know what that word means, which means your opinions hold truth and weight, and there's no shaking the vindication there. Chad, on the other hand, more like busted. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna flex on the haters really quick. You know, I like to show it off. Because I be lifting packages, I pick things up and put them down. So don't physically threaten me. I took karate and jujitsu. La la la. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I love y'all. Keep your head up. Stay brave. Pick up some merch if you wanna, or just straight up donate to the Trevor Project. You don't even need to buy the merch. It was just a way to get people to hopefully. I'm gonna bring it up one more time before I go. Stu, hello and goodbye. It was just a way to help in what way I can, but I would say it's a better option to just straight up donate. Just straight up donate to the Trevor Project. But yeah, keep your head up, stay brave, be kind to your local LGBTQ plus community. If you're protesting, be extra super duper safe. I love y'all. I will see you next time. And woke Toy Avengers, assemble. Bum bum ba da ba ba.
My safe word will be whiskey.
Sorry, Rod, what was that?
Whiskey.
Your friend's wasted, Anakin.
Check this out!
Pork chop sandwiches.
Freaking pump! I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day! Oh!
Man, he hit his ass with a parking towel, man. Nice.
God, I go to church every goddamn Sunday! You gonna bring the demons out of me?
No matter what you do, I will be proud of you, even if you receive a liberal arts degree. Baby time. It's baby time. Wait, I wasn't finished!
Alright, give him the stick. Don't give him the stick!
You know my dad?
Oh!
G.I. Joe! What the fuck? No, this is my hat now. This is totally my hat.